All right, so for our first semifinal, we're going to have Flying versus Kava. ZVZ can be any man's game, but I do feel like this is going to be pretty Kava favored. I think ZVZ might be Flying's worst matchup, would be my guess.
Yeah, it's typical for a lot of Zerg players. I hear that a lot.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's just harder to be like hyper aggressive in this matchup, I think.
Yeah, and it's just like when you look at the pro player stats, they like all of them besides Jaedong have like a 50-50, like a 50% win rate in this matchup, right? Because it's like the most rock paper scissors matchup in the game. But still, when you have like you said, it could be any man's game. But yeah, Kava definitely has better Muta control than Flying does. So we're gonna see if that helps him win the game here. But you never know. I mean, maybe we go 12 hatch and the other player goes early pool and we die early. We don't know.
Maybe they both go 12 hatch and we just go to Hive. Surely
Yeah,
that's
dude.
what happens here.
I haven't seen a ZVZ with Devourers in a very long time.
You know what I've never seen, ever, is a ZVZ where both players went Hydra. Okay, it looks like it's going to be 9 pull from Kava. How is our mining? Did I miss something? Are we mining this much better than Flying?
What?
What happened here? I feel like I'm misunderstanding something. How is our... Oh, we went overpull versus Flying. God,
man.
I was like, my brain was about to explode. I was like, what happened? I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I wanted to say it was the Overlord, but you confused me. I was worried I was going to say something stupid, but I'm like, isn't it because they made an Overlord?
It was just me being the stupid, where everything's fine.
I don't know anything about Zerg, guys, except that I hate TVZ, so that's pretty much it.
Alright, so yeah, sorry. So we have 9 pull versus, was it 11 pull or over pull?
Yeah, so it's over pool, yeah. But I mean, so isn't this better for Flying when you get the extra drones? Is he gonna go make a hatchery here?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're probably gonna have one of those scenarios where we got one player going lair, and the other player is gonna have to make spores, which looks exactly like what's gonna happen here.
I'm sorry. I might be wrong for saying this, but I'm pretty sure we went 11 pull. This looks like 11 pull, not over pull versus 9 pull, because your lings would be out a lot closer if it was over pull versus 9 pull.
Yeah. So over pool, you make the Overlord, and then you get the spawning pool. But 11 pool, you go Overlord drone.
Yeah, 2 drones and then pool.
Yeah. It was 11. You're right.
Kava did also get the advantage of getting the first scout, which makes a huge difference in this matchup.
Oh man,
also getting the better initiation.
Kava is really good. Yeah, gonna have to pull some drones here to defend. So Kava's a good opening. Going lair. Ling speed's gonna be done pretty soon, and we have a lot more lings. So this is gonna be kind of a problem.
Yeah, I'm not sure if 2 drones is gonna be enough at this point. After that initial fight going so poorly, we got ling speed versus no ling speed. I'm just worried that 2 drones is not going to be enough. He's putting a lot of damage on this hatchery. It's getting very, very low. It's about to finish with 250 HP here.
Oof.
Yeah, and the speed, just Kava doing a really good job of maneuvering around. The drone actually getting a good body block here at least. One drone going to go down. Does get a good enough trade now to kind of stabilize a little bit. These 2 drones probably going to pounce on this hatchery, and we'll see if Flying stays too distracted.
Oh man, that looks like it might go down. Okay, he's gonna send 4 lings off. He's got his own ling speed now. Looks like he's gonna defend, but like some pretty good. Oh, he's gonna focus down the hatchery here. Okay.
So Flying has to get across the map and do damage now. With this hatchery going down, we do have a massive ling count. Kava did ling advantage. Sorry, Kava did sacrifice a lot of lings to get that hatchery done. Our layer is only halfway done. The spire is on the way for Kava, so we have to get serious damage done with Flying. But this is very likely. Like the creep colony not even halfway done, and this is a lot of lings from Flying.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do a good job holding the ramp here. I mean, it's hard to get up the ramp. We'll see how good the micro is. I mean, he just needs to buy enough time to get the sunken colony done, and then he can kind of micro his drones away from these lings.
Yeah, really good fighting on the top of the ramp here, getting a really good trade.
Yeah, wow.
Actually going to almost win this fight
Yeah.
Sunken finishes, so he lets him up the ramp now. And yeah, I think this is good enough for Kava. That was really good fighting at the top of the ramp.
Yeah, Sunken's gonna do a good job defending the spire and everything, but we can't defend the bottom of our mineral line. But it's kind of fine. Like we have to go Evo Chamber here as flying, right? Or we have to. I
I
mean,
think
he can't.
he just keeps committing at this point. I mean, he is gonna make the Spire. He's just gonna keep threatening with the Lings, and yeah, I think the plan is just you don't
He's
really
only got 2 on gas as well. Flying does. This has got to be a mistake,
he's
right?
just trying to optimize his minerals, I think, because he just has to get damage done, right? Like he can't play catch up from here anymore. That's just the way this matchup works. He's not going to be able to like make defense and then come back and win the game anymore. It's just not possible. So he has to keep committing to try and get some damage done. So I think he's just trying to optimize his minerals a little bit, trying to force his way up the ramp. But Kava just doing such a good job fighting on the top of the ramp.
Yeah. It's just really good lane control from Kava. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the mutas are going to go across the map, and I think it's just going to be GG. We're not going to have Scourge in time. Doing a little drone harass here, but the mutas are coming out. Well, yeah. I mean, it's only one hatch versus one hatch, and I mean, flying's up a drone. That's something.
Yeah, but he's just got a big gas deficit right now. Flying's way up on gas, actually. And with this meter coming in, it's going to be able to kill like 1 or 2 drones at least before the Scourge could come out. Gonna make the creep to try and save the drone. I don't remember if that heals the drone or not. But yeah, I think
We're
this is
already
just gonna be
one
too
drone
much
down.
damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how he doesn't even bring the other mutas. He just sends the one. I mean, he can just lose this muta, really, right? I mean, for this drone trade, yeah, flying GGs.
Alright,
Well, that's a ZVZ for you.
that's ZVZ.
Yeah.
Alright, Kava's gonna be our first finalist. And I feel like this is probably Nomad's best matchup. He's been playing this matchup like crazy lately.
Yeah, I've been playing him a lot of TVPs lately. He's definitely good at this matchup. He's a little bit more prone to like the early game timing pushes, but his late game is really strong, and so is his early game. I mean, Nomad has a really good micro, and he really favors the early zealot pressure, and he's very good at it. But Wolfix also really good micro, really good at defending the early zealot. So we'll see what happens here. A lot of times Nomad even pylon scouts um, on 4-player maps and tries to find him, get lucky and find him on the first scout here. It's really annoying, actually.
Yeah, Nomad seems like that kind of guy for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Probably not a zealot, but we'll see. He does do it like, I swear, like if Nomad doesn't go zealot, then he's going 12 Nexus. So
No in between, huh?
yeah, yeah. That's my experience playing with him. But this is a tournament, so maybe he's gonna bust out something that I haven't seen him do.
Yeah, I know against me, he's open Dragoon every time. I don't even think he's gone Zealot against me the last few times that I've played him.
Yeah, you have better early game micro than me, so that's why he goes zealot against
That
me.
actually
Maybe
would
so.
make
Maybe
sense.
yeah, maybe that's why he's not gonna do it here. Maybe Wolf's gonna go 15 CC. I know he likes to put his barracks there when he's planning on going gasless.
hmm
So we'll see if he scouts here.
Yeah, I actually like it when a player opens Zealot against me, personally.
Yeah, he does take his gas, so we're just gonna do a normal opening here as Wolfix.
And it
And
is
looks
going to
like we're
be...
going 12
Yeah,
Nexus. Told ya. No Zealot. It's
called
12
it.
Nexus, guys.
No Zealot, then
Called
it's
it.
12 Nexus.
And it's I know Wolfix doesn't really care to end scout either, so we'll see if he looks like he's gonna go bottom right. We'll see if he end scouts here and finds the Nexus on his second spawn and puts down a third depot and tries to bum rush. So this is why I'm such a huge fan of end scouting in this matchup, so that I don't like to let the 12 Nexus live unless it's cross spawns. I always want to try to kill it, and we'll see if Wolfix goes top right or not here. It's gonna change a lot about the game. It sucks when they go 12 Nexus and then you scout them last and you made those 3 Marines that you didn't need. You're just so far behind,
hmm
and it's just hard to play. Like when you're when you're playing on ladder, you can kind of we're just gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna keep making Marines. On ladder, you can play from behind from a lot of people, but like Wolfix and Nomad, I don't think Wolfix is gonna want to play from behind versus Nomad. You know, Nomad's a very good player, and playing from behind against him is going to be rough. And he is going to end scout and see at second. Is that another SCV or already a Marine coming?
Yeah, already sending the Marine. I
Wolfix with
do
the
this
Spidey
sometimes.
senses
Yeah.
here. Yeah. So it looks like he's going to like try to bunker crawl.
Yeah, forcing
Not
the
really
probe pull
sure.
early is kind of painful for the Protoss. Because you kind of want that extra mining to deal with this pressure. So, yeah, this is I've never understood if this is like actually like worth it or not. Starting the bunker right away to like force the probes, and I guess maybe it is, because now we're just gonna cancel, right? And this is a fair bit of mining that's already been interrupted in the beginning.
We pulled the boys, and are they? They're not mineral walked.
No,
I
they're
mean,
not.
we didn't get to hit a mineral patch here, and yeah, now we're gonna lose a Marine. Like this is kind of a rough.
Yeah, a bit
Let's
of
see
a
if he can kill this zealot here, but all right, good body blocking here. He's gonna have to, yeah, try to run the zealot around and come back in for a flank. We're only on one gateway here, so still some possibilities for Wolfix with really good micro, but with the two zealots out, I mean,
yeah.
there's no
This is
bunker
hard. I mean,
building, and
we
we're gonna get surrounded right here by the zealots. We lose another one. The vulture's out. Lost another one.
yeah.
There's no bunker building. I mean, we might just, yeah, we're just gonna go up our ramp, and here comes the goon, and then come back down and defend here. Oh no. Wolfix has got a bad rally, some units stuck in the center of the map. I imagine he's gonna get this up.
He's gonna get
Looks
it
like
up, but is he even ahead after that? Like, Vulture's gonna
trapping
go
the
down
vulture
here.
here. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, you know, this variation of the 12 Nexus, man. Like we've talked about this to death, right? Like Nomad didn't have to cut any workers to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe he lost one probe at the beginning, like when the probes were surrounding the first bunker, and Wolfix targeted one down, and there was some lost mining time and stuff, but goon range is almost done, right? Yeah, yeah, it's getting close.
Okay, add-on just now on the way. CC coming down. I mean, we'll see if Vulpix can catch up a bit. He's gonna lose another SCV. Okay, good. But yeah, kind of like what you said, we only killed like one or two probes, and we actually lost a few of our own SCVs. So Nomad abandoning this is not the worst for Nomad right now. Our add-on is a bit late. I was gonna try and run past. This is very annoying to deal with as Vulpix. We are gonna kill one of the goons. Actually, two goons are gonna go down.
That body blocking on the ramp with that goon was so good. You know, this vulture getting in it could be a real problem, and then we're gonna catch it with the probes here. Well, we get one. Okay, two. All right.
Did the
Well,
probe just kill it through the mineral line? Is that what I just saw?
yeah. The worker count's even, and we do have the command center going down. So,
Yep.
you know, this is looking better for Wolfix right now. We're gonna have to see what Nomad gets done with the Reaver, and there's a lot to do here as Wolfix. You know, you got to get the command center. You're kind of your eco's a little off, right? Like maybe the worker count's kind of even, but we got 3 SCVs here not mining, and they're repairing, and we got to get an eBay and make turrets and get siege here. So we'll see if he's going to be spread out too thin here, and it looks like he's maybe laying mines out front of the natural.
Yeah, we actually have
No, there's no mines.
we have an SCV in the bunker that actually needs to get out and start repairing.
Yeah, I like that he got up here in the natural, try to get a mine down where the Nexus is going to go, maybe.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is nice
Trap
for
this
Wolfix to
goon.
do because he thinks he only had 3 SCVs, but he had a 4th. But doing that makes it where he can kind of repair a little bit longer, right? Just stalling this out as long as he can. But we have the Reaver coming out soon. It's going to be with 2 Zealots. This is going to be pretty tough for Nomad. We don't really have anything at home right now. We have literally 0 units at home. Turrets should be starting. Okay, turret's going to start now.
Okay.
We're rebuilding the bunker at the front. Or not rebuilding, but starting the bunker at the front. So, I mean, Wolfix maybe slightly ahead right now. We'll see what kind of SCV count he can get up to before the Nexus is done. And obviously he has to worry like massively about not taking damage from this Reaver. He doesn't know that the Reaver is coming, but you can kind of assume that something's coming at this point. What I always tell people is If you're denying the Nexus, you're denying expansions or anything like that, it means that they have to be putting that money into something else in the meantime. So you need to be preparing for whatever their follow-up is going to be to being delayed.
Yeah, you should almost always expect like a like an elevator out or a shuttle or go scout the base, you know, the map for another base. I like the eBay over the turret here. Nomad had no idea. Let's see if he gets some damage done with the Reaver. Looks like it's gonna be a dud.
Oh, gets
Okay,
three.
3-3 SCVs or something. The shuttle's really weak, man. I mean, we'll have to see how good the micro is here.
Yeah, we have the
Still
four
got
Marines
both
coming out to
the
try and finish this off. Put a timer on it.
we could easily lose this shuttle here to these Marines. Yeah, we're gonna unload here, try to maybe get a tank.
Yeah, good
Okay, we
micro
had a
from
dud.
Nomad.
A lot of SCVs here that could still go down. Yeah, good job from Wolfix pulling the tank away and trying to micro here. He had the defenses up, man, but Nomad just still got in here and got some work done. Siege is done, so we should be able to just kill this Reaver here. And how
Our
many
tank's
kills
too
do they have
low.
altogether? Wow.
Up to 5. Okay, not as much as I
Okay.
thought, but I think the
Our,
Zealots got a couple as well, and we're
our
falling behind
oh,
on our worker count now. Ooh, big
oh,
Reaver hit there
wow.
at the end, kills one of the tanks.
Yeah, and I think Nomad's like definitely back in the game, man. That brought him back. I mean, he was behind in workers before. That caused a lot of chaos for Wolfix. We have uh what was that? Uh yeah, Wolfix definitely needs a second gas here. We went double machine shop.
Oh, it
Looks
may
like
have
they
been a
had
lag
some
spike.
lag in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It looks like it happened after the Reaver, so lucky for Nomad there. We have a lot of goons, man.
One
Um,
thing I'll say right now is Nomad doesn't have an observatory started yet, so
yeah,
he
but there's
doesn't.
no mines at the third, so it's like, and Wolfix can't really do anything about this. So we're still gonna get our third base up and going, and
Hmm.
we're only on 2 factories, still no second gas. It goes down there, and so Wolfix just kind of has a little bit of a mineral problem, but it looks like he's gonna go like speed. He's getting vulture speed here, and he's gonna go try to do like a 5 tank stab with some vultures on the back. See if he can get some damage done. Maybe take a third base at the same time. But
Oh, the observatory's up here.
uh, yeah, but Nomad has a lot of goons. Like once this observer comes out, he should easily be able to defend this if this is what Wolfix is planning on doing here. Looks like he's floating a building out. That's got to be like his barracks or something. Yeah. Okay. Academy Armory. Wolfix gonna get his +1 weapons going. Game's kind of in like a really delayed state right now. You know, it's like
Hmm.
this is one of those situations where you really gotta have some experience playing the game to know where the game state's at. I mean, everything is just so late right now. I mean, 11 minutes still on 2 factories, and the third base for Protoss not even done. So everything's pretty late. Nomad's done a really good job getting ahead in workers as he was behind a few workers initially. So the Reaver really brought him back into the game. And yeah, Wolfix gonna go try to put on a little pressure, but there's a lot of goons here. It looks like there's probably a shuttle and 4 zealots. So Nomad kind of expecting something.
Yeah, but these tanks are gonna get into position on this bridge
Yeah.
before Nomad knows it's
Oof.
coming. Which,
Ooh.
even though Nomad's supply is plenty to break this push, it getting in a position like this makes it infinitely harder for Nomad to deal with.
Yeah, this is a strong position, but we don't have any Goliaths, and we don't have SCVs here to make turrets, right?
Yeah.
And there's a shuttle with 4 zealots in it. Um, so we'll see if Nomad can defend this. I think he can. There's an SCV to come make a turret. We got one going on in the back. See how good the control is here.
Some targeting on the goons, which is good by Wolfix here, making sure we're not splashing
Uh,
our own tanks with on the
he had
zealots.
some pathing issues. His goons are stuck on the other side, but it still looks like he's going to clean this up. There's only 1 tank left, and we're going to defend this no problem. Even with that pathing issue.
Hmm. Yeah, pretty good for Nomad. Then we're up about 20 supply right now. Third base is up
Yeah,
and running.
Wolfix is in a huge pickle right now. He doesn't have a third base. That push, he just lost, what, 5 tanks? It didn't do any damage. Um, and so, I mean, the only way to go forward from here is like either Nomad has to make a giant mistake or we have to grind this out, man.
Yeah, this is when it feels bad as Terran. It's like, all right, the early game sucked, so let's buckle down for an hour-long game instead. It's like your only
Yeah,
option.
a little surprised Wolfix decided to push there.
I mean, I
Not really.
I understand. I know what the thought process was. If it weren't for the shuttle, like say we like preemptively started that turret or something and had like a little bit forward or something, just kind of mess the shuttle pathing, I think it goes like infinitely better. Wolfix almost traded good enough that it was worth it. So I mean I kind of understand, like he doesn't know exactly how far behind he was in the beginning. He probably thought he's a little bit behind. It's just getting into this position and catching the Protoss like off guard, not knowing you're coming across, can turn into a trade where you can win the game or at least get an advantage back.
Yeah, it was a strong position, but without the Goliaths, it's
Hmm.
or the turrets early, like you were saying, yeah, it's a problem. So Wolfix is really good at this part. I've talked about this before. He's always really good about running around the map and making sure he mines up all the expansions and keeps an eye on what the when the Protoss is getting their fourth base and everything. And it looks like Nomad's gonna go three base Arbiter behind this. I really like this move from him because Wolfix is so delayed. We get the Arbiter out and then we can't do anything until there's vessels. So I think this is a really smart move, and I imagine he's gonna throw down his fourth base here pretty soon too. Maybe not if he's like keeping tabs, the observer's going across the map, and maybe if he doesn't see a command center or something, he's just gonna sit on three base here and tech to Arbiter. Wolfix's factories are kind of like all discombobulated. Wow, Wolfix has a surprising amount of units, Ozzy, considering what happened um, earlier in
Yeah,
the game. I'm really surprised how much stuff he's got here.
he has no plan to continue playing like a long game. It looks like we're going six back here, but Nomad, like you said, staying on three base after an advantage is gonna have a lot of army. That being said, Wolfix supply is incredibly playable for Wolfix
He
right
didn't
now.
even, yeah, he didn't even cut workers. I mean, he's at almost 60 SCVs here,
Hmm.
and he still managed to get this. But this is why this map is more balanced. Like the center of the map is way more open. There aren't a lot of little channels for Terran to run through. But again, like you were saying earlier, this position right here is really strong if we get set up as Terran, and now we have Goliath, and so Nomad's either gonna have to stop this now before it gets set up or counter. There's no Wolfix didn't lay any mines on the other side of this bridge, so it looks like Nomad's probably just going to go to Wolfix's base, and we're going to see what happens if Wolfix can hold. I personally like this scenario as the Terran player. Two tanks on the high ground up here, and all these vultures. If we don't lose them to a mine
Ooh,
drag here, which looks like is what's going to happen, we can hold. Oh man, High Templar on the ramp.
uh,
Yeah, we need to pull SCVs already.
hmm.
Yeah, and we haven't done it. We're going to get up here and kill the factories. I think we don't have enough to defend this.
Yeah,
We really
mess.
needed to pull the SCVs and bug them out on the ramp, and so now we have a base trade scenario, but we got High Templar on the high ground over here, which is like basically Nomad's version of having siege tanks on the high ground, so, and we have an Arbiter coming out, so focusing down the scanner in the main, um, and we're just gonna start making DTs. We have no eyes on the map as Terran now. He's immediately remaking the comstats because he understands what's going on here. But the Arbiter is going to come out. There's already a DT. We're making a turret in the natural. And with Nomad being on top of the production like this, I'd say he's in a better position, especially just because this scanner situation. Although
Yeah,
Wolfix has done a good job cleaning this up in his main, I'm kind of surprised here.
yeah, but it's looking pretty bad for Wolfix. I mean,
We're
like I said,
running
with
in to
bleeding
kill
units
these
out.
units here in our natural. The storms are really too good, and I gotta say that's got to be GG, man. I think Nomad's probably got this.
Yeah, this is looking like a Nomad win. Um, feels bad
No
as
tanks
Terran.
here.
You see 12 Nexus, you bust it, and you're behind.
Yeah, well, it was really that Reaver
Absolutely, yeah.
that got us back in the game, and then that failed push. So like,
It can be so hard to defend the Reaver in that situation too. He even was set up, like we had the turrets up, we had like mines and stuff on the perimeter, and we still took a fair amount of damage from that Reaver.
yeah, we are gonna come home here, but we have 12 o'clock. I mean, if Nomad didn't have this 12 o'clock, is that an Arbiter also coming down with this army? Yeah, yeah, we're never getting down this ramp with this Arbiter here, with one scanner. Yeah, we are dead as Terran here. Nomad securing 12 o'clock.
Yeah, we might see like one last hurrah push from our Terran player, but the problem is we're not gonna have detection for like a DT Trinkle or anything. Even if the Goliaths say like kill the Arbiter, it doesn't matter because we won't be able to combat the DTs.
Yeah, yeah, Wolfix. I don't. He can't even be out on the map like he is right now. He's got one scan. So once we use this scan, we're just dead. Maybe we lose the Arbiter for free here, like a Protoss player. Throwing down a Stasis. Almost lost it. But we still don't even have enough to even hold right here. So I think Wolfix is probably going to tap out. And, you know, Wolfix doesn't know about 12 o'clock. And so maybe he's thinking like Nomad's mined out and doesn't have another mining base or something. So at that point, it's worth like maybe sticking it out in the game. But
yeah, I think he's about to confirm 12 o'clock, and then after that he will realize that he is in a pretty unwinnable position. Supply looking surprisingly close, which is crazy. I don't know how Wolfix is close, and Supply looks like doesn't have anything.
yeah, it's all vultures though.
Yeah.
No Goliaths, no Science Vessel, one tank.
Does kill the Arbiter.
Throw away some vultures here. Yeah, we still don't know about 12 o'clock. I mean, Nomad's done a probe, top right, and Wolfix has a vulture up there on patrol, and he killed it. So, but we still don't know about 12 o'clock.
Yeah, if we were able to get like vessels out, I would feel like this is winnable. But for Wolfix right now, I just don't see a way to come back. Even though supply, like I said, is relatively even, I just don't see a way that he can come back and ever beat the army of Nomad. I think we're gonna
It
start.
looks like we're gonna. Yeah.
I guess long distance mining. Once this is done, we'll let the CC and move it. Imagine it'll be something like this, or maybe we're just pulling the SCVs to go.
I mean, is there any chance this game goes another half hour, dude?
Kind of. I mean, to be honest, like they're almost on equal mining, right? Which, in theory, is Terran favored. It's just I don't see a future for Wolfix's army right now.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah, we
tech,
don't have any tech.
the tech disparity is the huge issue. It's not the mining or the supply or anything like that.
Yeah, maybe we're gonna go recall, but now we're gonna have two mining bases here as Nomad. Wolfix, does he know? Oh my god! That storm drop was so good. Just murdered like 10 SCVs, and now we know about 12 o'clock, and that's Wolfix, and yeah, it looks like he's trying to maybe go across the map here and try to catch the shuttle, but it looks like he's just gonna try to go for it, man.
Yeah, now we're seeing the big supply gap starting to bloom here for Nomad.
Yeah, but we don't have scan. How many scans do we have? We've got, okay, 3 scans. And yeah, not even going to try to kill 12 o'clock. Maybe we're just going to try to push the main here, but this is going to get rolled. I can't see Wolfix holding this.
Yeah, even a stasis coming down on our very little army here.
GG. Crazy game. Very action-packed. Got a little base trading. I think Wolfix had some opportunity to stay in the game, but, you know, Nomad wins. He's a really good player. So I guess we got a PVZ finals, which is pretty awesome because this whole thing actually started when we got to the round of 16 after the round robin for 24 players. We had 8 Protosses, 8 Zergs, and 8 Terrans. So, or at the 24 mark, I'm sorry, not the 16. So it was like perfectly balanced from the start, and it's cool to see a PVZ finals, man. Everybody's saying that Protosses never make it to the finals, you know. Put that to rest. It's official.
Yeah, we have, if nothing else, we have confirmed that Terran is in fact the weakest race.
Exactly. I've been trying to say it this whole time. Just for everyone in the chat, the finals is what do we call it? Is it battle?
It's
battle style?
ultimate battle.
Ultimate battle, right? So we got $300 for the finals, and all 5 games are going to get played. And every time you win $60. So even if the person, you know, who loses the, you know, the series or however you want to call it, they win 1 out of 5 games, let's say, they still get $60. So there's a chance for if someone can get the 5-0 to win the 300, and there's a chance for both players to make some money. So it should be cool. I think it's going to be a fun format.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited about it because Nomad and Kava have a history of playing each other, and they're relatively back and forth. So I don't think this is going to be a 5-0 sweep or anything like that. There shouldn't be like a big disparity on skill level. So I think we're going to get some really good games.